think as this was a boxing ring. What and I have about?
The devil is alive. What did I do? Oh, Chairman. Oh no, please, you can put the performance mic down. Just put it by you. It's all right on the chair. But what did I do?
What did Iran do?
Iran?
That they are being bombed.
They said they wanted to do their own nuclear. Some people said, no, Iran, we can't trust you with nuclear, so you can't continue a nuclear program.
No, the point is, there should be an even playing field, you know. I mean, sovereign countries have the choice. Whatever they step out to do, they must do it. It is not, I don't think there's any head prefect around the world here. But somebody or some people want to arrogate to themselves that kind of task and
to determine what other countries should do.
And I think that we all know what is to be done for us to achieve total peace and tranquility. But greed and that sentimental entitlement that I am the boss, I have everything, and so some people should not have anything. You understand? That's the reason why I think it is incumbent upon us, you and I, and everybody who is in the arts fraternity, to understand that when you are given that task to be in public service, you are supposed to be the leg of the people, those who can't walk, and you're supposed to be the voice of the voiceless. So
be the voice of the voiceless.
Yeah, when I'm given the task of, I mean, we have 30 million people in this country.
But what you see is those who opine strongly that when you look at, you know, the history of a country like Iran and how they've been, you know, alleged to support some terrorist groups and organizations and stuff like that, letting them embark on a nuclear program may not augur well for the entire peace and stability and safety of the entire world. Some have opined that strongly. What do you say to those who say that is the reason they don't want them to pursue a nuclear program?
You see, I have a difficulty in accepting that fact because we shouldn't let democracy be a cloak that is being worn by dictatorship. Yeah, because, I mean, it's almost like a facade. I will be preaching democracy, but my steps are not democratic. Democracy does not dictate to people to say, this person, George, is trying to manufacture a nuclear weapon, so I should stop him. But why do you have it?
Interesting. I mean, there are many, angles to this. I like the conversation, but we may lose our focus. But let's bring it home.
Yes.
Let's come on.
But you see, the Tree people say, I am not advising that we deviate from the topic because it's a very important one.
Yes, it is.
But the fact is that when you're a sovereign country and you want to progress much faster, you look at politics and then inject culture, tradition, music, arts, and entertainment. You are an artist, so you understand what I mean.
I do.
We are supposed to be crafting the path for peace and tranquility. I mean, we sing it, they hear it, but they only dance. So I am tempted to say that, it's not going to be a rap, but I'm tempted to say that maybe the next recordings should be only talk. Because when we play...
When you sing, when you rap, they don't hear. There are a lot of musicians, when they sing, we don't hear. Daddy Lumba, for instance, a lot of his words we don't hear.
No, the point... I'm not even talking about the diction. I'm not talking about the pronunciation.
No, it's not even the language. It's the nature.
Yes, but I'm saying that...
The nature of the
I'm saying that the rhythm, the sweet rhythm of what we present sways
the message.
Exactly.
Okay. So we just enjoy the rhythm and we don't pay attention to the details in the message, the fine details in the message. That's
for instance, Wogbe Jeke is 26 years old.
Yes, it is.
Balugo Yede is older than Wogbe Jeke. But only a couple of days ago, somebody came and said, Charlie, you are Balugo Yede, no, me. I was talking about the need for us to stay at home instead of migrating. You understand? But the minute there's you understand? So the message gets hidden, and then it takes decades for somebody to come and
to discover it, and then they just say, "Oh, so this is what you were talking about."
So that's the reason why we have to use the tools that we have to gain the attention of the globe, the world. We all have something to say. Mm-hmm. Well,
we all do.
Well, yes,
we all do. But welcome. You're looking good. and how old are you now?
I'm not going to tell you. I am too old to be discussing this.
But to be discussing your age.
Yes. The fact is that old age and retirement gets you more busy than you are active. Because at this moment, I'm in my retirement age, past my retirement.
My production team says you're approaching 70. You're in the mid-60s.
Maybe getting to 75. How would you know?
Wow.
So, and I've lived before too.
Yes.
You probably haven't noticed, but maybe you have lived. If you sit and you are reminiscing, you are recollecting. In your quiet time, or sometimes in your sleep, you can actually visualize places that you've been before. Oh, that is so ancient.
Oh, definitely.
And I can tell you that it adds up to your activity rather in your advanced age. Because I can tell you, I never feel like I have to retire.
Artists don't retire. That's one thing I've come to realize. If you're an artist, artists don't.
Do you know how beautiful?
It's not possible.
Do you know how beautiful it will look when you are at your advanced age and you are on the stage and you don't feel like you are in a cage?
No.
You have the freedom.
You have the freedom
to say whatever you. I keep telling them that when I get onto the stage, that is my world. So whoever sits among the audience, whether you are high or low, I can tell you exactly how I feel in my office, which is the stage. And the beauty of it is, it just takes one or two artists to be on stage to gather thousands of people. But the politician will always have to marshal.
They have to
move the cameras.
And they have to even pay people to even follow them. Yeah, the musician doesn't. The musician stands on stage, Peja Wonsa, and everybody's hand is up. And everybody's hand is up. Listen, if you're tuned into Joy Prime right now, the gentleman we have in the studio is the legendary Amandzeba. If you want to know about his private life, Google Amandzeba Natbru. Because tonight, we're not going to talk about his private life. I cannot have a library in the studio and waste time talking about his private life. So tonight, we're going to talk about music in GH over the decades. We good? You can be a part of this conversation because this man is one of those you call a repository of knowledge. He's a bank, a walking bank. And since he's not blessed us with a book yet, tonight we're going to write the book on Ghanaian music right here on Prime Time. Chairman, it's an honor. Are you still chair for the Ghana Music Awards?
Oh, yes. Strangely, I think that...
How long have you been board chair?
It's past 7 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it feels so good. It makes me more relaxed because I don't do anything. Just sit in the chair and I'm the chair.
And then you're watching the debate and arguing.
The beauty of it is that self-realization that at least people care about you and people love you and people want you to be around. And it rather prolongs your life. Than making you feel a little bit moody along the way. And, every day of one's life, I think you have to feel like you're a child.
Very,
And that infantile spirit never departs from me because I'm almost always experimenting.
Yeah.
And when you're a kid, you putting things
put things together. You try, they break, you fix it again, and then you try something.
When you depart from that I would say that spirituality, because you have to be very, very, very much aware of your consciousness. You shouldn't be thinking accidentally.
Exactly. You should be deliberate about it. Let me go back to your role as that. So, as Ghana Music Awards board chair over the years, how does it sometimes feel when musicians nag and abuse and insult the board and say all sorts of things? I mean, how have you handled some of these things, and which of them have really gotten to you the most?
My typical example was when I remember that Shatawale and Stonebwoy issue.
Right.
And I had the task of announcing the measures that we were taking against them, because we thought that something must be quite punitive for them to, to be whipped in line.
Yeah.
And my goodness, from the very minute that announcement came and it was on TV, oh, you will love it. You definitely love it.
What happened?
The insults came left, right? And I said I was not going to actually react or answer anybody, try to explain, because otherwise then they would think that I'm just rationalizing.
Yeah.
You understand? So what happened was, there have been some controversial personalities, especially females. One notorious one actually gave it to me.
Wow.
I said, Amandzeba, has he traveled before? Where has he been? What show has he played? Blah, 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 blah. So then some of my people in Accra, downtown, Adenkpo, they called, they said, Charlie, Sheila Roko, me no fear. Sheila Roko.
What was that?
Yeah, so they were going to rout her.
They are going to revenge.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, me fight. But then I think a medical doctor actually closed the case. He's never called me. I don't know him, and he made a case for me and spoke about the subject like he is my manager or something.
Or like your lawyer.
He reacted so positively and decorously. I mean, because some of these people, when you're not careful, you really descend
into the gutters with them.
Or ascend. Sometimes they go high. Yeah. So you're not only looking at them like people who are on the floor, but actually, maybe they believe it. I mean, it's understandable, because, you see, some people actually build cults around personalities, which, managed well, augurs well for the person and the country at large. Listen, you think it is by accident that you have Shatawale and Stonebwoy and all of these people around. Every period must have some kind of revolution to avert people's minds from, sometimes I think it is lack of understanding for what we do.
So, but as an artist yourself, you're also a musician.
So that is one of the whippings I've ever had.
Your role.
And fortunately for me, Shatta is my body.
Exactly. Stonebwoy is also your body.
All of them. So I feel so comfortable. I'm comfortable when I hear the bickerings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would want to pray to God that, it is just
Just
yes,
it's nothing too deep. To close it, I mean, as an artist yourself, and looking back, hindsight, do you believe that decision to ban them for a while was the right course of action? I mean, should the opportunity present itself again today, would you take the same course of action?
Definitely, because you see, we are talking about two personalities who have actually carved a niche for themselves.
Exactly.
And the teeming followers must really be shown the way to integrate our creativity. And these are shining examples. So if, for instance, what happened you know what happened. I just don't want to.
Yeah, we don't want to go there.
Go back there. But you see, I'm telling you, people see some of these personalities as gods.
Yeah.
You understand? So I would rather, for me, I mean, everybody's not like me, but the point is that for me, the capital that I will derive from, the love and the support that people show will be to make them understand that, listen, we've gone past the days of antagonism and blah, 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 blah. This is music. This is supposed to unite us as a people, as a force. You understand? Do you know what will happen if the teeming youth have a common plan that, listen, you need numbers to actually do. For instance, if Shatta should stand as the Accra mayor, or someone should stand.
Oh, they win easily.
Exactly.
Very easily. A politician would have to do a lot. Dash TV, dash chicken, give money. They dash all sorts of things. But Shatta, they don't have to do much.
Yes.
They
don't have to do much. So I would rather be focused on what we have as a people, like the cultural products that we have, the creative products that we have. Look, just these two people or a few others can open the gates of tourism.
I believe they already are, and I think they are doing great in that arena. Listen, Stone Boy's recent concert in the Volta region.
Yeah.
I tell you the number of people that trooped from Accra just to be a part of that. That is tourism right there. People moving, even within the Volta region itself. Then various other parts from the Volta region that all came. I recall when Shatta Wale headlined a concert in Adan that was sponsored by McDonald.
Yes.
People came from all over, from Sherman.
That's right.
Somebody came as far as from even the only recent concert at the Independence Square. I saw buses from Nyani.
You haven't mentioned Sarkodie's show.
Sarkodie's show in Nyani and all of those things. Even in the UK, the one in London, people flew in from France. People flew from the States just to watch. That is tourism. So I believe they are doing well. But let's go into music. I recall some time back when Highlife, at the birth of Highlife, I was quite young, as if I'm old at the time. That was like the 90s, early 90s, thereabouts. A lot of people said Highlife was gonna die. As an astute Highlife musician, when you hear that line, that Highlife would die, how does it make you feel? And is it something that you think can ever happen?
See, decadence stems out of, I will not put it strongly like illiteracy, but ignorance, you understand? How did we even arrive at Highlife? Look, it's in your genes, it's in your blood. So if Highlife dies, it's like the last tree that is collapsing. Or
the last one will die with it.
Thank you. Highlife is our soul, like the music, the African Americans who were playing in America, their soul, James Brown, them, and Highlife is a form of genre and music that if you go back to the 1920s, you have Jacob Sam and two others, Kwame Nkrumah, who formed the Ashanti Trio because they left Cape Coast and went to Ashanti. From 1927, and we're still talking about Highlife today. How does it die? You understand? It hasn't died because it hasn't resurrected. If you die, then you come back. Then you will say, okay,
it's resurrected.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Highlife has been with us from generation. Look, every particular period that brings about new things, go and check the various components, music, even
Afrobeats, yeah.
All the various forms of his sukus and all that, they have about 60 to 70% of Highlife. You understand? So, for Highlife to be said that it is ill and it is dying, it's never true. Only that we haven't had people who are dedicated to continue from where our previous, protagonist left. But even that, check the transformations, what do we call it? The changes that
the trajectory, the path that it's been on.
Exactly. Look, from that era, let's say from Nakorek's era came the Ofram Sense, and look at how they held it. Today, R2Bs.
Ochame Kwame and Ochame Kofi. What was the name of Achame?
Achame.
Yes. And even Aketeche.
Aketeche, yeah. Achame, and these guys like
TH for Quadges. All your Kuntihines and all of them.
That's it.
But they were doing hip life. Most of them.
No, but you see, then hip life was based on Highlife.
Highlife.
Well,
I mean, the only difference between Highlife and hip life was you were rapping. You understand that they introduced a little bit of hip hop in there for,
How much of a rap makes a song hip life? How much?
You see, sometimes they say that I think if you have about 16 bars of rap in a Highlife music,
and enjoy hip life. So how many bars were those?
Oh, it was about 8 bars.
8 bars.
So it wasn't much.
It wasn't enough to make it hip life.
It wasn't much. It wasn't much. But I guess that, well, you can make the judgment yourself. The point is that in the old days, the Highlife music, they had a rap in most of them.
Very true.
They were saying, hey, Odo, they would say something. Rap in itself is something that comes from the black community because we have what do you call it? These people at the palaces and stuff like that before.
Yeah, the linguists.
The linguist, and then
and then the praise singers.
Yeah. And the traditional piece. When they are out there pouring libations and stuff like that, listen to them. Just put a beat behind it.
The appellations. Yeah.
These are, you understand? So, when I heard them, well, probably they had to name what they've created. But if we had actually accepted hip life as high life, it wouldn't have spoiled anything at all.
Right.
It rather broadens the horizon.
I agree. You understand? So, I mean, if Zairians can pick from Highlife, if Congolese can pick from Highlife, name any West African country, some of them are even struggling. They want to own it. And thank God, UNESCO has actually adopted Highlife as an intangible cultural product. So what do? It affords us the opportunity to now watch flower that feel. We blow it. Every musical festival that happens here must have a place for at least, all the various genres across the land. If I put George Quay here, I must be able to put Mercury 2 there and bring the young guys and everybody. Just let people know the organogram, the formation of the entire music in respect of the practicing artist ourselves. So if this is Ejako Onimo and Shatta is playing here, Ejako Onimo can also be there. I remember Ejako Onimo and I went to play a festival in Côte d'Ivoire, Massa Festival. And from across the demographics, from the kiddies up to the top, you have to see their appreciation of our music. When I was in Ma, where the rebels were, and he was in Abidjan, from Ma, I'll come to Abidjan and Ejako will go to Ma. So we were coming from Ma after our show, and then he was also coming to Ma. So we met at a point. And then I said, hey, Eja, because I heard that the kids and everybody was in love with Ejako. Hey, Eja, Mati said, hey, what's Mati said, what's the man and it was so gratifying because Ejako at a point, I went to him, and then he was teaching me,
That's what great. I'm looking at you, I'm listening to you, and it feels like you're listening to a history teacher. I mean, you'd have made a fine teacher. Why music? Wow, why music? Of all the other things that you could have, and I've had the privilege to work with you on the Ghana Music Awards board before, and your leadership style is beautiful. You give everybody equal opportunity. You listen to everybody.
But that's
show respect to everybody.
But that's why people fight with him. They think I'm so liberal, and yet I am fiery. Not on the board, but I think that everybody should have the opportunity to say what they want, especially when it has to do with music. One is not the only a person above music. It is the fact is that maybe the music is playing. What I'm dancing to, I've picked just one instrument from the music, and because that's what I like, and it's
So don't look at my dance. You dance yours.
Excuse me. So you see, I was actually brought up by a diplomat, so I know, when to fire and when to cease fire.
Right.
And it has been always at the background of you are active, but your presence proves that you're not.
You're not.
You understand? Because you give audience to the entire organization or board to speak their mind.
To speak their mind. So why
the minute
of all that?
Why music? You see, when you are not, for me, it was at a very tender age that I started having that premonition. When I go and lie down, I think it was about 4. When I go and lie down, I sleep. I dream of standing right in front of huge crowd.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't know what I thought it was a preacher or a singer. These are the two things.
not a magician.
maybe,
not a magician.
maybe. Around that time, say Professor Hindu and all those people were around.
Yeah.
You see, so you have to have that feeling. If it's really your calling, I think you condemn everything. You go. I fought tooth and nail with my father before I became.
He didn't want you to become a musician?
No. And unfortunately, for him, my mom will ask him, "You don't want him to do music? You named him after Nat King Cole?" Mm-hmm. And my father had a huge library of
Nat King Cole
music. I'm not only Nat King Cole.
Oh, from everybody.
From Kanda to Kaswa.
Wow.
And so I would listen. He plays it in the morning. Jimmy Reeves, C.K. Mann, Kake Okun, all of my Kim Bruce, E.T. Mensah. What? And then when you pick up the guitar or you start showing interest in music, hey, there's war.
Interesting. He was conflicted.
You see? So maybe he saw in me that, but he was afraid to unleash me because, you see, I didn't put the area, there are these 4 suburbs, Amamo, Koroko, Palladium, Jamestown. I didn't put it. Palladium is I didn't put, you know. Then the neighboring, suburbs, Kolegon, Mamprobi, and those are the areas that
you grew up.
And the musicians were there in their numbers, and their style alone told my father that, hey,
Kim Bruce McKennedy.
Hey, Uncle Kim, Chalipa. And Ramblers.
Ramblers, yes.
See, let me tell you something that is mind-boggling. Uncle Kim happened to be my uncle-in-law because my uncle Kwesi Brew was married to Kim Bruce's sister.
Oh, wow.
Ramblers, Jerry Hansen is my uncle-in-law too because his son Reggie is married to my kid's sister.
Wow.
And Joe Mensah, if you Bosway, Joe Mensah is my father's cousin.
Interesting.
And quite so they all loved the fact that I became a musician. When I wrote Palugwe and we released it, Uncle King gave me a beautiful tribute in the Ghanaian Times.
Oh, lovely.
Because you see, he said that some people have attempted to make Malugu quite contemporary, but they've not succeeded.
They've never succeeded, yeah.
So I have actually proven that I came into the music field for a reason. And it's not just what he's saying, but it's what I feel.
I'd like to know why it was still, because when you started, you said when you visualized yourself on stage, the first word that came out of your mouth was a preacher. So I'm going to go into religion, your religious sect where you go. But before then, what went into the writing of Malugu Yede?
In fact, I think
because that Malugu Yede and Wogbe Jeke, these two, I would want to know what went into their writing.
In the 90s, Malugu Yede can't turn on the floor. Nobody was hearing anything.
How long did it take you to?
What kind of traditional? No, like I find bullshit. Charlie, forget them. Do something now. Charlie, yeah. Then I would say, yo. So they go and I go back to my thing. The minute the music was sounded here, come and see the same people. Oh, Charlie,
And how long did it take to write Wogbe Jeke?
Wogbe Jeke, I wrote it, I'm sure within a week, but I postponed the recording for about 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years?
Yes.
Why?
5 years. Charlie, you look around and you look at the people you are sending the message to, and you tell yourself the time is not right. given the position I had when I was in the studio, when all these advice were coming, so you tell yourself, it's strategic. And it came at a time when there was almost, the airspace was almost silent.
Yeah.
So you are not releasing like, oh, Christmas is coming. So at that time, when I finished the recording, I came back to Ghana and I gave it to the president. You know, there were a lot of issues about it that I was taken to court and, you know, megastar.
You were taken to court over Wogbe Jeke?
My goodness.
I had never heard.
Then you didn't live in Ghana.
Well, I did. Maybe I wasn't paying attention.
In fact, megastar signed me on.
Okay.
Right.
This was 93?
This was, 96.
96. Okay.
Before I did the work.
Yeah.
But you see,
Megastar signed you.
Megastar signed me. But for some reason, I was waiting for them to advance me my local fuel.
Forward money.
My local fuel, then I could embark on the journey of recording. It wasn't coming, so I had to leave for England. In fact, we started it here.
Okay.
But then when I got to England, I realized that it was a mess. There was so much noise, so we had to redo it again with Kwame Yeboah. I mean, that guy is phenomenal.
Oh, so Kwame Yeboah, he must have been very young at the time.
Kwame Yofi discovered Kwame when he was about 16 years.
Wow.
And Yofi was like, Charlie, I've got some guy, you have to work. I said, oh, who they played keyboard pass Raskaf. You know, Kafui, they played on Orebabo and things.
Oh, okay, that was Kafui.
Yeah, you played the solo.
Oh, interesting.
And Palogo Fever too.
Right.
Was there, you know. So, who go fit play keyboard like Raskaf and Charlie. So when you come, try him. And we went to the studio, case frequency.
Sell him down.
Charlie, KK, may God bless his soul. He was such a wonderful guy. And then we started this, and the boy, his touches, his faces, his chords, excuse me, was phenomenal. I said, what? From there, and I decided. So we started the Wogbe Jeke, this thing recording here.
So it was started at Case Frequency?
It was started at, we did a sketch.
You did a sketch, okay.
We ended up at Kojo Entry's studio at this place, and then Serge was an Ivorian engineer.
Right.
But I kept asking Serge, but are you sure? Because there were churches around. And every evening, I like to work in the night. I'm an owl, so. Then Serge said, oh no, because the noise gates and everything, oh Charlie, everything will be suppressed, don't worry. There will not be, Charlie. When I took it to England and then we put it, I went there with the intention of just doing the final mix and master.
Yeah, master it.
When we put what was the format? Was it a track or something? No, it was DAT. DAT. So we got it. So as soon as the white boy put the thing in and we were playing, then you hear, oh, Nyamiche, master. Kelly. I said, no, I went with 2 DATs. So I said, let's try the other one.
The other one.
What is this?
The churches around had found their way onto the recording.
So,
Featuring the
so then, Charlie, and man no get cash to this one. So I called, Kwame was in London at that time. He was working with this guy. So Kwame said, I told Kwame, I said, Charlie, this thing, you have to do it all over. If you realize, no, Wogbe Jeke was almost rushed though.
Oh, really?
That album was almost rushed because there are certain tracks on it that I will redo and get the best. Because Charlie, you're running out of cash. So we concentrated on the day Wogbe Jeke and the rest we just
added.
And Charlie, at a point when we were in the middle, I think we were just about to finish the recording. No, I went to Kwame's house. There he was around Tottenham somewhere. Charlie, I got there. Kwame was laying in the sofa, shivering.
Wow.
I said, Charlie, I call him, I give him the name Wonder Boy.
Mm-hmm.
I said, Charlie, Wonder Boy, what did happen? So he's not feeling good. And you know, his place, all the musicians converged.
Everybody came there.
So when they left, I said, listen, this one, you need hot pepper soup.
That's right.
So I went to the street, bought pepper. You know, they have that real hot tomatoes and with meat, and then did some fast soup for him with ginger and all those. Charlie, he took it and he was sweating. He calls me native. He said, native, let's go. It's like that. That is how Kwame works. He puts his soul
into the entire thing. So he came, brought his magic, and the work was done, and Megastar got upset?
When I came to Uganda, I said, hey, I have a deal with you. I have an agreement. You haven't given me my money. I have the master here. Now get a copy and listen to it. And then send me mine, because I had to borrow £16,000 in England to finish that job.
Wow. £16,000.
Yeah.
Even today, it's a lot of money.
If you want to work in a good studio with, you have to pay.
Wow.
So, but my front money was bigger than that, so they were just going to deduct it.
Yeah.
We were going up and down. They weren't minding me. I've been in town 2 weeks. You people know they mind me. Okay. So I gave copies to Fifi Pratt and Fifi Banson.
Sharp.
And Kwame.
Choice FM, Peace FM.
Charlie. When they dropped the thing, about a week, Megastar went to court to seek an injunction.
To stop the song from playing?
So the music was actually injuncted.
Wow.
For about 2 weeks. The judge gave them only 2 weeks injunction.
To resolve it. And
then when it expired, I told the guys actually it expired, so you have to boom it. No, these guys went to court and placed the injunction. So then we went to court, Charlie. I had never been to court. Charlie, I said, these people too, what kind of embarrassment is this? So I got there. My lawyer was not there, but very early in the morning, 3 of their lawyers were in court. I'd actually told the clerk to hurry things up so that before
your lawyer gets there,
my lawyer
judgment has been passed already.
And then the judge called me, Mr. Boo. I said, yes, I didn't know how to respond, sir. He started saying, my lord. Now I said, yes, sir. So I was corrected then, and then he said, where's your lawyer? I said, he hasn't arrived yet. Then he says, I'm standing it down.
Oh,
Charlie.
Interesting.
He stood it down till my lawyer came.
Arrived.
And they said, he asked the Megastar lawyers, what is their problem now? What is it? They said, they gave me some 4,000, 5,000 some time ago and I didn't pay back. And so I said, okay.
So ask him to pay you back.
From,
that's all. Deducted from what you owe him.
And then he says, no, I'm not extending the injunction.
That's right.
Let the guys sell their records and pay you back.
That's all.
You see, so
that was a good judge.
That was I still don't know where I can find him to thank him, but if he's still alive, then he should actually hear me at that Has Park. You see the court. What's the name?
Cocoa Affairs.
Cocoa Affairs. Cocoa Affairs, Charlie.
Cocoa Affairs.
So, but it really awakened or I'll say that it progressed my consciousness, because I realized that you could not kill a genuine project.
No, you can't. How much money did you make from Wogbe Jeke? I know you are still making money from it.
But Charlie, Mercury, can you answer me? Many questions.
Oh, but it's not like this question. We're asking for the viewers. How much, roughly? How much range? Roughly, range.
Okay, then I will give you Range Rover. But you see,
no, because the sound, even today,
the sound.
Listen, man. So this is Kwame Yeboah.
This is Kwame Yeboah.
Fully.
This is Kwame Yeboah.
Wow.
And David Yowell, the white guy.
The white guy.
Yeah, but basically, I mean, it was David Yowell's studio, and then when.
How about Palogoyede? Who produced that?
Palogoyede, Mr. Kwachi.
Oh, Mr. Kwachi.
Hey,
Rhythms Africa.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I think you guys should be able to.
We'll try to
organize an award scheme for these sound engineers.
Right.
Mr. Kwachi, Mr. Brown, the people who worked on Palogoyede. And you see, the Ghana, what's the name of the studio club before it became TV3?
Ghana Films.
Ghana Films had the best recorder and a mixer.
Right.
We had the Neve board and we had the Studer recorder, 2-inch tape.
Mm-hmm.
And if you record on that format, it gives you the depth. It actually records all the audio sound. In the keyboards and things that are done, but mainly it is for voices and drums.
Percussion.
And I'm telling you, the way Mr. Kwachi and Mr. Brown went about the job with, what's his name? This guy who plays the bass. Oh, he died. No. I can't play the rhythm. Why have I forgotten his name? But anyway, the engineers that I've worked with my entire life, I'm telling you, I've recently, been in touch, and we're working with the Gomez.
Oh, sound. That's
Gomez. Gomez is another.
That's great.
Gomez is another. You have to hear some of the stuff that I'll tell you just for your ears only.
Oh no, just let me know when we should go to the studio.
Yeah,
man. I had a privilege of working with Amandzeba on the TGMA theme song.
Oh, okay.
Currently.
Oh, right.
A lot of people don't know it's my production.
I have a credit.
No, I have a credit.
Yes,
a lot of people don't know it's my production.
But if I hadn't raised anything that relates to life, you wouldn't even have mentioned it.
Yes, the current TGMA theme song. Yes. Yes, that's my production. I was in the studio with Amandzeba. And
where's the guy? What's the guy? The guy.
Oh, the something box. I've forgotten the guy.
He recorded a song.
It was actually worked on by Kewa.
Yeah.
But there was a gentleman who there were parts that I scripted, and then there were parts that the gentleman scripted.
Okay.
And all of that.
That's a very beautiful piece.
And we're
I'm telling you, but unfortunately, when the event ends, that's all. But that song in itself could have been treated.
Yes, like it should.
Yeah.
That would be fun. It should have been treated like a song on its own that DJs would play. Because it's deep.
So let's not lose.
It's a beautiful song.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for me, I think that there is more we can do. But our problem is we don't synergize. And if you hear people actually collaborating, it's like, I finished my part. You come and collaboration. Yeah. Collaboration must be collaboration.
Yes.
We're sitting here, the three of us, 4, 5, 6. You are writing a song. We should sit down and plan it and write it. You understand?
Yeah. Yep.
It is not like I'm featuring.
No.
Partner, you two
we are
join
collaborating properly.
No.
I'm going to take a break. When we come back from that break, why not a preacher? When you were closing your eyes, when the first word that came out was preacher.
Preaching.
But I want to see. Imagine Amandzeba as a Catholic priest.
Okay.
Or a Methodist pastor.
Oh.
When we come back, you'll answer why.
Me penny nyumpa, if say me and craning. Na me ti say ono no ye fancy but it's no ye ni nyum no one craning mu de me pepa ye Wogbe Jeke. Oje sono mi pepa enti me hye ne nkra me ni bebi sa me hu me ti ne kache kakra enti me se radi enhira ema no en kache ne say ye don pa ti bebi o ma ye hu no on we release more of the Ghana songs
lumale wala sekele ni lala anwe ehani eha mo lala ni wo kwa afi ni wo kwa akura wo ma ajake ko okwe Wogbe Jeke ejeke woje shon anu kwale ni.
It's like biblical film. Wogbe Jeke. Kabo mono no je o eke wa noko. Shi Wogbe Jeke no fi anu fi o ejile mi Wogbe Jeke. Ewo bonga. Koko fine, koko bozani.
Ewo ngalelen ke uko ke osmo ko bozani. Wole Wawunga. Hello, Banche.
Nakaino, the
Oh, you're going to buy. It can fantasy kama. Your English is also spotless. What tribe are you?
my tribe is Ghana.
But you
My tribe is Ghana.
tribe is Ghana.
Ghana, yeah.
Yeah. You see, I have.
But Brew is fancy.
Yeah, let me. But I am Brew Gansi.
Well, true. There's Brew Ghana too.
But I come from the Fanti lineage.
Okay.
But in my family, Tomo, we have Gans and we have
Fantis, right.
Interesting.
All together.
But you see, the funny stuff is they can't speak Gan. but I when I lived before I came again, I was a Gan. Spiritually, I gravitate towards
the Gan.
Exactly.
Right.
I mean, because Kuni.
Yep.
If you like, you join.
Yeah.
You understand? So, and then my orientation with regards to music, when I would conceive any music, any song, most of them, they come in Ga. Because I feel the language Ga is very spiritual.
Hold on. So, George, please ask him who is Dede.
So I want people or followers to know that you don't necessarily have to have. What we do is actually imagine. But Dede is a lady that I actually met not in amorous relationship.
Oh.
But I went to, Ada? Somewhere in Ada. And I saw somebody carrying a pot. They were fetch water. Very beautiful, very natural. So I just asked her, and that was it. Because the person and the name, actually, our language is they are tonal. Dede, I can play it on the keyboard. Anna, you understand?
Easy, yeah.
Me, yeah. You know, Wogbe Jeke is, it's not actually a song. It is a speech and a song. And because Wogbe Jeke, when I say it,
it's easy.
I can,
and you can easily interpret it.
Place it in any melody within which it conform.
Yeah.
And then you are good to go. You understand? So most of the, Ama, Dede, all of this, and what is more, I think that I am myself when I sing about women with African or Ghanaian names. Because it happens, most of them will sing and then mention European names and stuff. But African names are exotic. African names, more. I mean, Adazwa, Akuye, Kutoko. You know, those names, you know, they are raw and romantic.
Akusia.
Come on, don't bring yourself.
Oh, but it's also a foreign name. No. We are mentioning Ghanaian names.
But yes.
But it's a beautiful name.
Fantastic.
Is that why you married one?
Fantastic. But then, if you had just said it without, you know, any connotation of humor, come on, you just said, but I just said it. No, sorry.
You collaborated. You had songs with an Akosia. No, but you have a.
But George, there's Rexoma.
There's only one woman. And he was mentioning female names.
Okay.
So like Akosia, it's a beautiful name.
Oh. And you know, I have a song too called Efia. Why didn't you mention Efia?
Because I don't know Efia.
But do you have to know? Do you know the day? Do you know the day?
My wife is a Dede. My producer's wife is also a Dede. so we know the days. So as for the days, we know them. And we know Akosia. This one, you know, somebody once said that Uncle Rex was here. Yeah. Yes. How many? 3 weeks ago?
3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
3 weeks.
And it was later when I got home that I was going through and I saw it that somebody said, George, ask him if Nokorex split because Uncle Nat married Akosia and he got jealous.
Somebody asked that?
Yeah, somebody asked that. I'll look for it. Somebody asked that.
Well, I mean, everybody's entitled to the but you know, I think it's good.
But was that what split Nokorex?
Oh, no, not at all.
Okay.
Nokorex, actually, you see, one thing that we have to understand is Nokorex did not come spontaneously as a group because initially all of us had released our debut album.
Yes.
Right.
Rex was with Akwara Kitikiti.
Yes.
It was huge. Akosia had done the Born Again.
And Frema.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I had come out with Amma and all that and stuff like that. But we decided that whenever it was convenient, we'll do it. In actual fact, our individual songs that we put together all came under the name
Nokorex. Yes, I recall that.
So that whenever we thought it was convenient, then we'll come together. But I think that somewhere along the line, the individualism overtook, you know, because everybody was doing
individual
well.
We were too big to become a group.
So that's why I keep saying that we didn't come together as a dance band group.
Yeah, exactly.
But individual artists who had come together. And it stemmed out of, if you can remember, Sickens.
Yeah.
When they were doing the Embassy Double Do, was when Smart Beniti called us and signed us on individually. But at a point, I think we went to Kumasi and Smart Beniti was trying to be smart. He wanted, you know, he thought that Akosia was the darling of the group. And so she should be the last person to perform. So Rex will go first and I'll follow. Then
Akosia ends.
And so when we got to Kumasi, Charlie, it didn't go down well with Rex at all. So I went to everybody's room. I called them and we sat. They came to my room actually.
Yes.
And I told them that, listen, this is nothing to, you know,
get upset about.
clip our wings at all. We would rather fly. And so come the evening, the rest was announced to go, you know, you come down from it. It was so beautiful. You know, those days we were using the cordless mic was not
It wasn't
common.
yeah.
So our microphones were brought up into our rooms, and then when the band strikes, hey, you walk downstairs and you sing to the crowd and like that. So, but I realized that the energy was missing from Rex's point. I was like, so as soon as he was about to end his song, he was singing, that song. So when it was about, I think it was about last 2 stanzas for him to go into the chorus, and then, so I picked the mic and I sang the end of Ebeye to the stage.
That's right.
And so when Rex walked off, I did one song, and I said I was going to do Ama. And the whole place went berserk. Right after Ama, the people thought we had finished. So they were moving away. So they had to hurry a coach back onto the stage to, perform to, the crowd that was there. So when we finished the show and we came up, I said, listen, this actually tells us
to need to work together.
To work together. So everybody was in agreement.
Oh, nice.
And I think that it did a whole lot of magic. It did a whole lot of magic, because I'm telling you, Smart himself was a bit uncomfortable because of the arrangement he had made earlier. And I told him, Charlie, we are artists, though. So
that's lovely.
So in fact, so then Nakrex became the concept that, okay, Charlie, as long as we are with Smart Beniti and we are doing our shows, we'll do them all together. But you haven't noticed, there's actually no song
by Nakrex. Yes, I know. But, I know. I was going to ask, how come?
But there are songs, a couple of songs
on the Nakrex album
that we, we'll back each other. Yes. But it's not like,
yes, exactly.
Boys to Men.
We all led. Everybody led. This one, but you all led. Yeah.
Exactly. So you see that made us very different.
Yeah.
From like Achami, 4x4, there's a 4x4. Then other groups that, actually came together from the...
It looks like all the groups you've mentioned are dead. Is it difficult maintaining a group in Ghana?
It is very capital intensive, because, Charlie, you can have a group where, when things are not going on well, somebody will refuse to come for rehearsals.
Wow.
You understand? Especially when you don't have, people were actually coming out with these ideas, but to have somebody really to invest in that is difficult. It's only the big companies like Megastar did, and, Scientego Sisters, Amachi Dede, and Jualaka, he was a rich man, so he will sponsor their trips, whether they go into UK or wherever to record. Yeah. But if you're a group together and you actually, depending on yourself and the small gigs,
that easy.
Small gigs that you play, the survival will be almost impossible.
Where do you fellowship?
My house.
Your house is a church?
I am a church.
Oh, how? How are you a church?
Do you read your Bible?
The kingdom of God lives in all of us. I mean, yes, we're made in the image of God. But the same Bible says we should fellowship with the brethren.
Yeah. Listen, that side of fellowshipping depends on what you really want in life. I think that when I close my doors and I put off all my lights and the place is so black, I understand why God said, let there be light. Oh, Charlie, he was in total darkness. And I can tell you, when your creativity springs up naturally, everybody is sleeping and you day inside. Such me, my premier initial studio is the bathroom. So if you don't know and you want to use the bathroom and you don't use it earlier and I go there,
you're in trouble.
Then you go to another side because that is where my laboratory is. Because Charlie, there is nothing like being alone. Charlie, you can imagine all sorts of things. You're not seeing but
so let me get that clarity. So are you a traditionalist or a Christian?
Tradition predates Christianity.
So you're not a Christian?
No, I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Muslim, but I believe in that supreme God. In canon, nyame no onye hen be. Tete nyame. Oh no, nyende ho nyame no.
There's a difference?
Oh, onja blofo won waga onja nyuma. Blofo won waja.
That's interesting. Mercury. Amandzeba says we are worshiping the white man's God, not the supreme being.
Exactly.
That's deep.
Exactly.
And we must
or the white man's fetish.
Let me tell you something.
We must prove to understand.
Me tradition, me cultural setup, ye Ghana traditional setup. No bayani, ayimpai, and then they won't mention the supreme being first.
Oh, none. They always start it.
Because you see, thank you. The reverence by which we give to the supreme being. If you ask me that, when I was a kid, yes, they will push you to go to
Sunday school and all of that.
Sunday school and go to church and do all that. But I've been questioning all along, Charlie. Sometimes it's important for us to.
So you don't follow the Bible?
Which side of the Bible needs following? The Bible was written in our hearts and minds before we were created. We know good from bad. If we should say that, you see, religion is so divisive.
It is. That I agree.
But spirituality,
that I agree.
Look, it makes you accommodate. Look, I can accommodate a Sikh, Hindu, Muslim, Buddhist. Christian, Buddhist, and everybody because we are the same people. But the destination is common, but the paths, journey, everybody's coming from a different place. I am seeing God in myself, and I'm seeing that if God wanted me to come here for me to be controlled, it's going to buy here remote control. Get up, go and eat, go and sleep. If you want to procreate, go and do it. Do this. We will be controlled remotely. But his presence, the brain and the heart is what we have to cherish. Come on. Look, the objective of any religious sect, right from the beginning, is commerce. It's commerce. Listen, do you know the number of Bibles now are printed now? Do you know the number of Quran now printed now? And
but our traditional church, do you know the number of chickens they've requested for?
That's ritual. But you see, no, you ask yourself. So, at the end of the day, when you're asking me to go to church, a poor man, I come to church. You
don't have it.
Well, then those are people who I've been invited to churches before. I go to when you invite me, I'll come.
You'd go.
You understand? But I don't believe in your method. I don't believe in your method. Listen, we all want peace and tranquility to live. There are differences even in the Christian religion. I'm a lipstick. So then they are not in good relation with the others who do opposite what they are doing. But the people say they are following Christ.
Some say they go to church on Sunday, some say Saturday.
Unfortunately, Charlie.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, everything. Every day, I can't bluff for one.
So yours is it because you feel it is deceptive?
It is.
Oh, it is.
In fact,
deceptive.
it is and very deceptive. Listen,
Christianity is deceptive.
When they came down here, they were hungry. Famished. They were famished.
The white man.
That's the reason why they came, to explore and see. They've heard about a land that is full of
everything.
Let's go there. So when you came, as an honest person, Charlie, we came because
we're hungry.
Oh no, our people, they would even give you their houses. Yes. But for you to come and deceive them, give them the Bible and then some booze and mirror. The people, when they look in the mirror, say, wow, they've never. But that is a lie. It was not about mirror and booze. Listen, because when we stood by the riverside, we saw our reflection in the river.
The mirror couldn't have
not
been.
Exactly. Yeah. Our fishermen will sit in their boats and it reflects.
You could see themselves.
So you see, you use the right word. The deception is wobbling a little bit because people are becoming a bit conscious about this thing. But apart from that, I think that all we need to do is to look within us.
We haven't discussed.
Lock yourself in the room and put up.
I will try. We're supposed to go deeper into Highlife because this year Highlife is 100 years old.
So help boost.
We will
let
do that.
It go, Charlie.
We'll do that.
Yeah, call.
Play more Highlife. This man doesn't understand Gan. When you speak Gan with him, you're wasting your time.
Yes.